Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play EU4 Succession Synergy as Buha. And I think last episode I'd said, oh yeah, we still have the inflation reduction guy, but I forgot that he did die. We do have that level 2 advisor, which is pretty nice, but our inflation isn't going to be dropping automatically over time, so we'll have to consider what we're going to do about that. At 0.92 it's fine, but at some point we, if we keep having to repay these loans, or renew these loans. So for that reason, I'm going to drop the root out corruption over here. And I'm going to save up money so that ideally we can repay a loan next time rather than extend it. Although I'm not sure we'll get there in time. When does the next loan come up? Yeah, no. It wouldn't surprise me if we end up renewing both of those, especially if we're going to prep for another war against the Congo. Although Congo has no alliances whatsoever. Is unlikely to fall. Oh my god, I can rival someone. I can re-rival the Congo. Thank you very much, game. I really appreciate that. Now, I can't insult... Well, I could insult them. But I don't think it'll give me power projection because we have a truce. And I can't embargo them. But I will be able to declare war on them. Oh! I also probably need to make sure that I have claims on them. I mean, we're still 4 years away from being able to declare war. But let's make sure we've claimed all the things that we can. Still waiting on the these two provinces to start being corable. Let's go up to speed 4 probably. It's fine. No rebellions currently. A little bit of brewing. We do have the rebellion reduction. And most importantly, we have recent uprisings still, which are going to come up relatively soon. I don't remember. Does it show up in here? There it is. Yeah, the 11th. This is the last one. So actually, I'm suspecting anytime within the next year, some of these are going to start to run out. Incompetent diplomacy? How can this be? Oh, better relations over time. I don't care. That's fine. Competent diplomacy. Well, we only have a 1. That is true. Arumba's now 21. What's our age? I'm 41. I'm certainly at the point. I think once you turn 35, there starts to be a chance every year that you you die. What are my advisors at? 34. 0%. At 41. Oh, still 0%. And it's the same rules for yourself. So maybe it's at 45. Maybe I'm misremembering it. So right now, there's still no chance for me to just die of old age. Although I think there's still random events that could kill me. More likely, though, as there's going to be like a hunting accident that'll kill off our heir first. God, that would be heartbreaking. Our 13-point heir, you know he's going to die before he ever comes to power, because that's the way this game works. This game is a big poopy head. Hey, a couple more cores, so we're going to start on our last 2 cores as well. So we will be fully cored up before the next war against the Congo, which is good. We will have to see about the exact timing of the rebellions. We're going to want to stomp any rebellions before the war starts. Not that it's going to be a particularly difficult war. But we're going to do that. And then after we take out the Congo, we will likely break the alliances with these 2 minor neighbors, which will set us on, I think, a 5-year truce? Can't remember. I think a 5-year truce. And then at some point, we'll go and clean these guys up as well, just because they're not worth the relationship slot in the long term. Short term, though, they were very helpful against the Congo. And more importantly, because we hate each other, they're not going to ally these guys. Probably. Okay, we're currently targeting there. And we could justify a trade conflict, but no. Trade conflicts aren't what we're interested in. We haven't... Oh, no, not yet. I want to repay those loans. I suspect that at least the one that's coming up next year in 1510 might not be repayable. But the one that's coming up in November of 1511 might be. Although right now it does mean I'm not fighting corruption with my budget at this time, which does make me a bit uncomfortable. But what can you do? I think we'll probably also raise war taxes for next war. I don't know if it's that long. Because it does cost you military power to do that. It's worth it for long wars. You can save a lot of money, but I don't think it's going to be a very long war. I'm going to want probably 1 cannon to siege this capital fort. Especially since we're not going to be able to do a naval blockade. Or are we? Well, right now it's not worth building ships. Now, we will get this discovery spread to us, right, at some point? What? We're discovered already? Well, we can't fabricate the claim. And I can't fabricate here? Do I already have a claim on the capital? I already have a claim on the capital. When does it expire, though? Oh, okay, we're fine. Yeah, okay. So I still had claims. I'll get another one going on, just because. Say this one over here. Right, the last 25 years. So that's pretty good. Then we'll have a redundant claim. I will go, not that I, oh, transfer some trade power to me for now. Because why not? I'm still going to break all our alliances and everything. But for now, we'll get that going on. Mutapa is eating my war target down here. That is really, really inconvenient. I might still be able to no CB war for territory over here. Are you allied to Makua? You are. I might be able to beat them in a straight-up war. If I just declare war on Tumbaku, which would be the other possibility. But it just sucks that Mutapa is going to be in on that. I wonder. If I break the alliance here, ally Kilwa, declare war, and then I wonder if Kilwa would be interested in coming in. You do hate Mutapa. I suppose I could do something crazy like no CB war Mutapa instead. That would almost certainly interest Kilwa into coming in here. Actually, I should probably consider that. I don't know. These guys are currently fighting each other, which is nice to see. I mean, we're kind of far away from doing those sneaky moves, but I may as well go and literally, why don't I suck up to everyone? Have a bunch of different options. Oh, Melindy's expanded over here, too. Melindy's not allied to anyone relevant. Maybe they're the ones that I'm going to target. In which case, I don't care about alliances at all. Lose 50 admin or gain some local autonomy. I don't want to lose the power point, so I will take the autonomy. Even though it's a little bit annoying. We're up to over 2 gold a month now. Very nice. And yeah, we'll be able to repay this loan when it comes due, won't we? When does it come up? June. Just barely. I'm not doing the math at 2.23 per month. I think we're going to fall a little short. But that's okay. Alright, there's the recent uprisings. Have started to go away. So it'll be interesting to watch. The Yukon separatists are going to build up over time here. Rund actually will not be safe. I will have to move my troops at some point. Because you don't want a no morale troop sitting somewhere where there might be rebellion. Excellent! Repay loan. Boom. Gorgeous. Now we still have another loan and this won't get repaid. But we're paying slightly less interest, which is nice. So our monthly expenses improves a bit. Since we can't repay the next one, I will go and start to slowly fight some of the root out corruption over here. Yeah, which is going to start moving corruption downwards. And I think that's probably worth doing. We'll recall that diplomat. We're a year away from our truce with Congo lifting, which is still going to be my next priority. Now, I will have to... Again, I do need to start building ships at some point, but if I can't work the trade node... So how do you actually discover the trade node? Like, I can see it, but I don't have the little square. I'm sure I've seen it in the Fog of War before. Do I just need more land? Like, if I take these two... I don't know, but I know these two. So I think I have to discover more to actually see the node so I can interact with it, which is a wee bit frustrating. How's our trade power coming up over here? 27%. Yeah, it's building. 80% over here. We did get these guys to transfer trade from us, which is nice. Before we go to war with the Congo, we will go and insult them. We have to wait for the truce to run out, but that'll give us a bit more power projection. I'm not sure that it matters. Okay, more recent uprisings, lowered taxes. Yakin separatists look like they might be the first ones to come up. I'm going to go ahead and increase my army maintenance. And you know what? Yeah, the corruption will have to wait. And damn, that actually brings us too high. Let me save a little bit more in the bank here. But yeah, when these guys hit a little higher, we're definitely going to have to move. Ruined is the place with some unrest, and we're not fighting that by being here, so... I will just move to there, which is going to be relatively safe. I mean, nothing's about to pop, which is good. So we waited a little bit longer. And part of our army maintenance is a bit misleading, because it's the reinforcement costs that are cranking it up, and that's a temporary thing. Last of the cores. Truce with Congo just ended. Nice. First, send an insult. You suck. Second, well, I guess we're going to go ahead and lift this up. I suspect we're actually going to be taking out another loan. But yeah, that's some reinforcements. No, we're still going to be running just barely a deficit. Just barely a deficit. How do our people look? All right, nobility, goddamn. Yeah, so I can't do the generalship right now. Your loyalty is too low, and 3 years away from being able to do this. Oh, we can ask you for a contribution. Lose 10 loyalty, you'd still be at 40%, which is fine. Please do. Excellent timing, that just came up. So, you know what I think it's time for? It's to make a general out of my ruler. Hello, maneuver. Sucks to not have shock, but that's kind of handy. And if I die, If I die, then we get the amazing heir to pop up a little bit sooner. And I'd be actually quite happy with working that, I think. So I'm going to go and park myself in Nagoyo. I'm going to ignore the fact that there are rebel uprisings that are brewing here. I'm going to park ourselves there and get ready to just stomp over here. It is a jungle, which is a bit annoying. Did I insult you yet? Yes, I did. I mean, I suppose I could also embargo you, but that's not going to last for very long. 80% Yakin separatists. And you are building up. But we're going to be okay. We're flat there. Still worry about these level 2 advisors. I mean, PowerPoints are good, but money is also very helpful. And when are we going to declare war? Are we going to be happy? I guess we'll check to see exactly where we sit once we hit September the 1st. We'll be able to send you something, yeah? We have, of course, CBs. Yep. Okay. So September the 1st, we will evaluate our situation. All right. We're almost at full morale. Not quite. We are fully reinforced, which is great. And if we declare war, most likely these guys are going to be at only 80 or 90% morale, so we'll be able to jump in. We've got a big numbers advantage. They don't currently have a leader, although they can easily spawn one. They have no allies, and our war goal will be to actually take their capital. We're taking something along the coast no matter what. I could, and in fact will, call in these other two. Oh, they'll probably go and... Let's take a look here. You are interested in some land over there. And you... Okay. Oh, you want Ndongo. Now, I don't have to promise you that, but it means that he will go and, if he sieges this, then he won't give it up to me. But the rest of the land in the north he won't care about. So I'm just going to bring in Kasenje in here for some extra bodies to do some sieging for me. And that's it. Because they won't actually go and sit on a territory that I personally care about. Alright, confirm. Oh, they're actually sitting at full morale. Well, I guess it's not a surprise. I was right on the border. And no, we're not going to call in anyone else. Manpower mission. Right. Oh, damn, we were so close, too. Create a proper fleet, which would count as, what, 75% of our force limit? Yeah, well, I think that will happen after this. But we're going to go and stomp on these guys first. I probably should have let the manpower mission finish. We were so goddamn close. But then, you know, that would have meant not going to war soon. And I don't like that. How come oh, yeah, the -1 from the jungle. I'm like, we shouldn't have gotten a river crossing. We have 4 freaking maneuver. And we actually stack wipe them. Beautiful. I don't have any siege bonus, which is too bad. So I'm going to leave 1, 2, 1, and then there. So we're going to leave basically 4K behind here. So if they do get attrition, we're not going to see much in the way of problems. And then I'm going to break off just 2K here to go there. And then the rest of the stack can move in over here, and we're just going to start bulk sieging everything. Because why not? We don't have friendlies attached. Good. So as soon as these guys are fully reinforced, they'll probably go and pick up Ndongo. And we'll get to 100% war score in seconds. And yeah, I don't think it's worth doing the war taxes. Although we are ahead of time. Well, no, we're not actually ahead of time on military. We're on time. But it is causing a bit of a differential here with our other tech, which is a bit unfortunate. So I could decide to sacrifice this, but I don't think this war is going to go on for 2 years. Oh, it actually increases corruption as well. Or no, it's increased cost because of the corruption. Right. Oh, we might make some money from pillaging here. Actually. Is that from Spoils of War? Yeah. Well, there you go. We're going to split you in half. Send you over here. Split and go. Boom. Carpet siege. Well, I thought we were carpet sieging. Apparently someone forgot to tell Kasenje to actually do that. You're getting a bit of a blockade, which is fine. Over here we do have the -2, which is a bit annoying. We could get some cannons over here to speed that up, but I think we're okay. And I'm going to move my troops. Do you have an unrest? You do. Over here, just to do a little bit of rebel busting. We don't have anyone at 90 yet, which is good. Renewed that loan as expected. And recall that, that's fine. We're going to get there first. Figures, though. But I think they were waiting for full reinforcements is all. Supplies shortage, so we got a +2 modifier. There we go. Boom, boom. Okay, everyone's in place. So yeah, just group up somewhere to do a little bit of rebel decrease. And this is not one of the most threatening areas, but it's still something. 2.4 years. So I don't remember where Kumbana is. Ah, right over there. So if anything, that might be the one to do. So I guess I will, actually. Get over there. And over there. Actually, if Rebels uprise right now, we will have our allies help us fight, which is nice. Sure, you want military access? Why do you want military access? You declared your own war against the Congo. Oh, you opportunistic bastard. I love it. Actually, what's interesting about that is assuming we end up with a 15-year truce with the Congo, having Cuba go and grab it and then us breaking our alliance with them will put us in a position where we only have a 5-year truce to take the rest of the land. Which is kind of nice. I like it. Should I break the truce now? Yeah, I'll take the prestige shit. Let's see here. What does that look like? Yeah, you're still kind of poopy and whiny. But once we can do our diet, or diet, I don't know how you're pronouncing it, things will be better. So yeah, do a little bit of unrest decrease over here. Although they are going to pop soon, and they could be surprisingly big. And this is not a very large army. I'm going to go ahead and get one bronze mortar over here. It's expensive, but it does help a fair bit. Some extra firepower, and it is nice for the sieges to get that extra, just a little +1 is pretty significant. All right, let's go up to speed 4, just to speed this along. Most likely we'll get some rebellions, though, so we'll have to be a bit on our toes. I'm going to keep a stack of 4 over there, because, yeah, every now and again you get attrition that might slow the siege progress if it goes below 3,000 people, which is really annoying when it happens. Depends on, like, reinforcement rate versus attrition rates and different timing, so it's nice to have the extra person. Are we... How much is left in here? Yeah, quite a bit, actually. Surprising. Suppose we could go and do more of that. Ah, there we go. 100% war score. So... Oh, shit, we can vassalize you. I'm kind of sort of in favor of doing this. You know what would be nice about this? This will bring me into the war against Cuba. Which, obviously, we're just going to incinerate. There'll be a river crossing. What's your maneuver? 3, but I have 4, right? Yeah. It is jungle, so we get the -1, but it'll have superior numbers. That's exactly what we're going to do. Plus, it's going to save us a fair amount of coring costs, especially since there's a... Okay, only one province that we couldn't core right away. But right now, we're more interested in boosting up our admin tech. So if we can save some admin power, that's going to be fine. And in the long run, spending a bit more diplo power to annex is going to be perfectly fine. These guys aren't going to be too happy because I've got some of their cores and whatnot, but I think it's probably the stronger move. I'm not 100% sure. I might be completely wrong. But if it weren't for the fact that we get the instant declaration against Cuba, I think I might just eat their territory out of curiosity. If I were to just go and grab all the land. And I could. Yeah, I could grab all of the land. But I got enough rebellion problems as is, right? Damn. I'm not 100% sure what's the best move. But for the sake of eating Cuba faster, because it's a big jerk move, we're going to do this. And yeah, I'm going to take, of course I'm going to take money away from my vassal. So, Congo will become a vassal of Bahu. No one's going to like them enough to support them. So that's going to be fine. It'll drag us into a war against Cuba. Sure. What could possibly go wrong? Boom, 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 and boom. Oh, more people will be willing to join in the war, too. Which is interesting. But right now, I am just fighting Cuba by itself, right? Yeah, so we're going to flatten them on turn 1. Yep, and indeed, that's exactly what's going to happen. And then as soon as we can, we'll have to send someone over here to improve relations. Did covert actions, insulted. Yeah, they don't like us too much. Can't imagine why. But I think we will be okay. I hope we're going to be okay. And squoosh. Oh, not a squoosh, really? Alright, well, we'll squoosh them over there. Did we leave the cannon behind? We should have left the one, yeah. It usually only leaves one cannon behind, which is annoying, but at least in this case, it's 100% correct. We'll move out there to remove attrition, and that will be that. Yeah, High Liberty Desire, no kidding. Start improving relations. Oh, you only have a Regency Council as well. Interesting. Opinion, trust, relative power. You have better diplotech. It might be a little bit on the tricksy side. Let's see how it goes. But I'm defending you against the might of Cuba. Can't believe you would be cranky about that. Again, we'll go and do some rebel busting after that. So we got lots of money. We actually have enough to repay the loan, but if I repaid it now, most likely we'd take another one instantly. When does it come due? Not for a while. Yeah. Okay. So we'll just hold off for now until we can demonstrate positive income. And yeah, again, I don't have a siege bonus. No, so we'll just eat all of Cuba, and that's going to be perfectly fine. So we could really use a diplomat. Not the Diplo rep, the better relations over time guy. So let me remind me. This is statesman, so we want a diplomat, which we can get from the Merchants Guild, can't we? No, Master of the Mint, which actually would be huge. Where do we get diplomats from? I guess it wouldn't be any here. Alright, Theologian. Get the support, the Inquisitor. Oh yeah, demand administrative support. That would bring them down to 28. That is a lot of admin power. I gotta give you that, but I think that would be a 30% differential in tax income. And I like the tax money right now. Just different stylistic difference. Yeah, we'll hold off for now. But yeah, burning off some of these negative traits with Congo would be handy. Not to mention improving relations a little bit faster. Because right now, we're pretty negative. And we're actually going to get a little bit more aggressive expansion with them, but not that much. Wow, the covert action burns away really fast. Have a core, yeah. And I'm not giving you back your cores, but I think we'll be okay. I don't know, maybe I should have just eaten them. But I really do want to improve our admin tech much more than our diplomatic tech. Although that is one of the things holding us back there. So it's 15-point differential. So your diplomacy, 7. Wow, yeah, we're quite far behind. I will give you that. Oh, we're also have too many relationships. So we still have the royal marriage with Cuba, but they're not going to exist in a second. So it's going to be fine. That'll free up a relationship slot. And we'll take all their money, certainly, and go. Boop. And start the coring. And yeah, 3 of 3. We'll also likely be breaking off our relationship with Kasanje over here. In fact, I think I'm going to do that now. Yeah, that's right. You'd never be willing... You would be willing to become a vassal if I didn't own your cores. But the problem is, if I give you these two, you'll probably be too big to vassalize. So as a result, we have to dissolve this alliance. Sorry, bro. It's still using up a relationship slot, but that'll only last until we die. So that'll be okay. Anti-clericalism. Whoa! There's a lot of changes here. Something with the Merchants Guild. So, okay, option 2 is simple. Clergy would lose loyalty and influence, which I would prefer them not do. Or, this would reduce autonomy in Buganda, although Buganda is probably... it's not quite at the minimum. But it's basically there. It would give us money, which is good. The clergy would gain loyalty, which would actually be epic. The Merchants Guild losing loyalty is not a problem. It also gives the clergy more influence, which brings them to 70, which is fine, but really on the cusp of us not wanting to mess with them influentially. And then the Merchants Guild would have no influence. No, force them to pay. We could use the money. Oh, actually, that's right. We have tons of money. Let's repay the loan now before we forget about it. That's going to be good. I wonder if it's worth bringing down the inflation. I mean, obviously, we'd be bringing it down by 2, so we're wasting sort of 0.45 of this reduction. But money's a bit tight right now, and it may be very, very well worthwhile. We could spawn... Well, we can't spawn a Master of the Mint because the Merchants Guild hates us right now. We can't do that yet. Oh, you don't have quite enough territory. You don't have much in the way of influence. I should just open up a different map mode here to... That's probably going to give you too much, isn't it? That's not bad. Let's do it. And the autonomy here doesn't matter for the manpower. So that's going to be fine. That gets rid of you not having enough. You're not happy yet, but you will move up towards 50%. You are growing right now, although you're affected by the low legitimacy. Deal with it. What's your minister? Oh, this is how we get the diplomats. Oh, hello. Okay, I was thinking it was a military guy, but no, we get a diplomat over here, and we can do it. Gives them more influence, but not danger zone influence. Cheaper to employ. And we do want that, because the diplomat is the thing that reduces, like, relations over time, improves relations over time. So yes, let's absolutely do that. And replace you with you. Cheap to hire, relatively cheap to employ. We will be running a deficit. So the question becomes, do we keep our army at full maintenance? And I think we have to. Yeah, with these rebellions about to pop, we have to. So we'll have to soak the fact that we are going to be running a deficit for a little while, but that's okay. Group these guys up. Decent army composition. And 2.7 years. By standing here, we're reducing the rate at which they are going to pop. So what I think I'm going to do is move over here. Try to get these guys to pop sooner. Because they're the ones at 90%. So sooner they pop while we're in a controlled environment such as this. So what's their percentage chance every month? 6.7% chance every month of popping. So while we're in a situation that we can control, we want them to pop so we can just go and kill them before everything else starts up. And meanwhile, we're actually reducing the pop risk over here because these are all going to be the same sort of separatists. So that's going to try to keep it a little bit more manageable. Don't want them to pop all at once is the idea. Is the hope. We'll see. Army organizer. Oh, yeah, that's not one of the ones we had hired, so that's okay. Well, I guess this is a good place to put in a cut. I do worry about the Congo over here. Yeah, the liberty desire has gone up. I may have made the wrong choice, but we'll see. We will see. Bringing myself up to my force limit would help offset it a little bit, but mostly we just need this relationship to start shifting. And they're still at minus 200. Yeah, I guess they are. But we are going to be burning off the negative modifiers a little bit faster. And that is going to be extraordinarily helpful. Because look at this. Per year, we're losing 4, call it 11, call it 18, I'll call it about 20, 21-ish relationship is going to be improved every single year by virtue of burning off the negatives. And that's including our improved relationship stuff. And in the end, all we're going to be left with is the Haza core. I mean, the aggressive expansion takes a long, long, long time to burn away, but we can overcome that. And we might be okay. As soon as they stop being disloyal, we can marry them, and then we're going to be in good shape. And again, I don't think anyone's going to support their independence because, well, we don't have any enemies right now. And certainly no one who would like the Congo. So cross our fingers. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you next time.